All right. Where do I begin? This is the second day in a row of me doing this introspective, reflective vlog. It's not a vlog. It's an audio log. It's not a vlog. A vlog is like video log, right? V log, so video log. I'm pretty sure that's the case. But I was watching a video by Thomas Flight on YouTube, and one second, pause here. And I was inspired. I was reminded that we live in a time where things are more accessible than they've ever been, except for the premise of COVID-19, the situation that we're living in right now, the pandemic. We are more capable, more able for the people who can afford it above the poverty line. We have so much access to so many things. The video by Thomas Flight was referring to that I was referring to was, is cinema dying? Uh, Martin, I can't pronounce his name. What's his name? Let me look this up really, really quick. Uh, it's Martin Scorsese. Scorsese? I think I've mispronounced that, but a bit lazy to actually look back and correct my mistakes, so forgive me. I'm a bit lazy there. Basically, despite all of the bullshit that I've been through so far, I don't know how I would be able to get through or put up with my mental state if not for YouTube, if not for video games and the touch, the proximity of me being to like very close to everything in almost an instant via the internet. We are more connected than we've ever been, albeit that we are very focused. We indulge and dive into the media, social media, and it really absorbs us, contradicting and somewhat making the whole idea of us being very connected ironic. But then again, now more than ever, I am able to do so many things, but yet I am unable to do it because I am not strong enough. I have no energy. There are so many things that I want to do, that I dream of doing. It's not something that I can instantly do as soon as I get off my chair. It's things that require years of hard work in order to reach that particular point where I'm actually able to do it, what I want. Why am I saying all of this though? Mm, Perhaps it's what I kind of said at the start. It's reflection of sorts into whatever I'm thinking. Um, just a way for me to maybe look back and improve my mind at this given moment is very hazy. It's hard to process information. It's slow. I don't have any particular goals when I am setting out to do all of this. I don't really have any points to talk about either. In fact, even right now, I feel like I should stop here and maybe not even upload this. But calling back to my very first video, we all have to start somewhere. It's going to be bad. It's most likely going to be bad. It's not everything is amazing right off the bat. Sometimes you are very fortunate. You strike gold. And, that essence of really good timing or luck, as you might want to call it, is what really sparks your whole journey. It really gives it a massive head start. A lot of people, that I've met or seen, well, then again, these are the people that are successful. What about the ones who have failed? They don't speak of it. People who fail and are not in the limelight, you never know. You don't know the stories of their failures. You only hear from the people who have made it. Only the people who have some sort of status or achievement or power can tell others their own failures and achievements. We don't get to hear the other side of the story, so I'm not too sure. I do consider myself to be on the side of failure. I have yet to have any sort of success, any accomplishments, anything that I can be proud of in my life. So, yeah. My goal in life is to live in Japan. I was absolutely enamored with the idea of living there amongst a very rich culture that I can appreciate, absolutely stunning history, beautiful landscapes. There is so many things that you can do in Japan that you might not be able to do in other countries. And although I'm not saying it's a bad thing, I was introduced to Japan through anime. That was back in 2014. And before that, I was quite against the idea of anime. I didn't really like it, but when I finally got hooked, it eventually made me to be very curious about the language. Then it became the culture, the people, the food, so on and so forth. So I've absolutely fallen in love with Japan. And it's just been my goal ever since to live, work there, interact with the people there. I don't know, maybe I'm looking too far for it, but maybe get married, maybe have children or something along the lines of that, and perhaps share my experiences with my children so they won't have to live with regrets and mistakes that I've made. Hopefully that they don't make any of it. I don't. Yeah, you kind of get what I'm saying. It's but I'm just so in love with the country, really. And why, you may ask, do you not have enough energy or motivation anymore? You sound very tired, very unmotivated, very defeated. And all of that is true. But I've not yet lost my love for Japan. I am trying different methods to counter all of my mental health issues. I'm trying to take different steps, because some things might work for others and some things just won't. And I've been trying to find for what works best for me, but I've not been very fortunate on that end. Most of it has resulted in a lot of failure or stagnation. So that's how I kind of see it. It's like failure, stagnation, and success. Stagnation is in between. And yeah, I've had probably little to no success with a lot of the methods that I've tried. I've consulted people, I've consulted professionals, maybe talked a bit to my family, friends as well. It has helped to some extent, but it hasn't been successful in bringing me out of the situation entirely. I know it's not just talking, You don't talk the walk, you do the walk. You walk. You don't talk, that gets you nowhere. It's the things that you need to do. I think the reason why I'm also out of energy and too scared to move forward is that I scare myself into not doing any of these things unconsciously. I beat myself up very often if I do not have success in the things that I'm doing. It's not good. It's most definitely not good. And trying to day by day stop it. Stop this very negative thinking process, because it will sink you. It will sink you down, and it will eventually drown you. You will drown and succumb to all the weights and all the pressure and all of that. I want to very earnestly. Yeah, that's my main goal in life, to live in Japan. But before before I kind of considered living in Japan, I've always thought of, what if I had a lot of money? What would I do with it? What would I do with a lot of money? More than I can spend on, more than what I really need and want. What would I do with that? I thought to myself immediately, charity. Okay. It's easy to donate money to charity, and I suppose it gives you some sort of good public opinion of you in the public eye, I guess. But is it genuine? Do I really care by giving money? It's just money. I might or might not have really worked for it and or desired it to be really given to charity. It feels like sometimes when people donate to charity, it's like, all right, here, take my money, and whatever this money will do will hopefully benefit those in need, and the thinking kind of stops there. Um, I've grown up in a well-to-do family. We're not super well off. We're not rich or anything, but we get by day to day completely fine. And I feel like that has also influenced me in a negative way to not really care or see the people in need around me because I'm so somewhat content uh, living with this life of safety and not having to worry about being on the streets, struggling just day to day to just live, to even eat food, find shelter over your head. Um, and with the the event of mental health, I would also want to help people who are going through this particular situation. It's very tough, and it differs from people to people. You know, understanding a regular person is already hard enough, but understanding a person with mental health issues is even harder. It is not easy at all. It is so unbelievably difficult. And I feel really bad for the people who go through all of it, especially people who don't deserve it. I suppose I kind of also see myself in that category. I don't really recall doing anything bad in my life, harboring any ill intentions to anyone. Um, I may have hated my country a lot, but that's about it. Nothing else beyond that. Some people have backstabbed me before, but I let go of it. I moved on, forgot about them. But yeah, where was I going with all of this? I've lost track. Yes, I remember. Not everyone deserves this. I'm sure there are some nasty people who, but yeah, I don't want to get into the whole ethical argument of if a murderer can be redeemed or something like that. Let's not get into that for today. We'll save it for another time. Another time. Not now. Not now. Um, I just want to be talking about what I want in life. You know, what I feel that I want to do in life. Live in Japan. Help people with mental health who are in need. I don't. It's a weird feeling that I say all of it, but I don't want to work in an elderly care home. It's a weird feeling. I know I should help them. My heart goes out to them, but I can't bring myself to do it because all my life I've been living a very sheltered life, and I don't want to escape this bubble. And I give every single excuse not to. And when I when I do go out of my comfort zone, it's detrimental to me in a way that I get anxiety attacks. I start to question myself. My mind becomes an echo chamber of negative thoughts. It's a very scary cycle, and I've seen it happen again and again, and it has scared me to not want to venture out anymore, go beyond my comfort zone and improve, because that's how you do it. You can't you can almost never improve if you're always living in a life of comfort. You need to venture. That's what people do. They take risks. They push themselves. They push themselves beyond the limit. Through there, they find success or failure. I am ashamed and saddened of myself that I am not able to do that, because I'm afraid of losing my sanity if I do. And it sounds like I'm blowing things out of proportion, but no, I just really feel that way. It's scary. I want to love living, but my mind is making it very, very hard for me. I know what I need to do, but I'm too scared to take a step forward. I've also thought to myself that maybe I need friends who can really always be there for me, because I am that very needy person that requires people to be around him in order to feel encouraged, because I get strength from people just being around me, despite me liking to keep things to himself, relatively so. Not really. I used to be very introverted, but somewhere, somehow, things changed, and I have grown an extroverted side to me that I need the company of people. I need to communicate with them. It's not just anyone either. I refuse, and I do not like talking to people who I think don't interest me, and I feel like it's a waste of time. So I surround with people with common interests, and the thing about that is that I don't necessarily share a lot of common interests with people, or the people that I meet that have common interests with me are rare, few and far in between. Yeah, it's hard, you know. And when I think about that, it also reminds me of people who have said that, oh, I can help you. I can keep you company. I can give you a listening ear and everything. And I take them up on their offer. And when the time comes, I call for them for help. But help never comes. Or they do it once or twice and they never respond again when I ask them. It's painful. It's like I am unwanted company all over the place. It's sad. And it makes me sad. I really don't want that. It's terrible living with it. It just kind of further solidifies my assessment that people don't care, despite them saying that they do. And it's something I don't want to believe in. But with every person coming by and doing this to me, it just makes me think that that's the case. I really don't like that. I want to believe that people are genuine, that there are genuine people out there who are willing to help. But then again, it seems like I'm on the wrong side of everything. I'm not in the right situation at the right time, and it's all causing everything to be like this. Yeah. Wow. So, referring back to what I said at the start of this audio log, you can be, and you have access to so many things in this day and age, more than ever. And in the future, it's probably going to be more likely. And I want to be able to do these things. It's just tough. Because how can I stop myself from repeating the same thing over and over again? It's like I am caught in an infinite time loop of sorts in my head. The situation plays itself over and over again. And oh wow. Yeah. I just hope things will look up, things will change. Okay. I'm feeling quite tired right now. My eyes are shutting on me. I will end this audio log here. Whoever has listened, thank you for listening. And yeah, I don't know. I wish you a good day, a good week ahead of you. Take care, stay safe, be responsible, watch out for others. And bye bye.